In my 20 plus years of life, I've done a lot of gaming. And as a gamer, one of the best feelings and one of the best parts about gaming is the anticipation buildup that happens when a game is first announced and we start seeing all the trailers for it. You hear developers talk about all the features and things that are going to be in the game, and your imagination can't help but run wild. And usually all AAA games have hype around them, but not all of them live up to this hype. As a freshman in high school, as NBA 2K10's lifespan was coming to an end, on August 13th, 2K dropped the first of many NBA 2K11 trailers that showed off the game beautifully. The very first scene of the trailer starts by showing these incredible renders of NBA legends. And I know y'all remember, I don't know what it is about last gen games, but legends on last gen games, they all look great. Pretty much all of them look great. And while the legends of current games aren't all horrible, there are a lot of them in the game who look very questionable. Then you get a scene of Michael Jordan posting up Kobe, which is the first time we've seen Michael Jordan in a basketball game in God knows how long. And then right after, Michael Jordan hits us with the iconic shrug. And I'm gonna be honest with y'all, 14-year-old D Brown saw that clean ass Jordan shrug, and in that moment, I knew I was pre-ordering NBA 2K11. I just knew it. And a huge part of what made NBA 2K11 so successful and such a great game was the inclusion of Michael Jordan. Now, this was a great idea for a bunch of reasons, not only because, of course, everybody wanted Michael Jordan to be back in basketball games, but 2K also executed this idea properly. 2K did something that they rarely do these days. They followed through on the theme. The theme of the game was Michael Jordan. The tagline of the game itself was the greatest returns. So what they did was not only bring in the largest collection of Jordans in any video game ever, they also brought the Jordan Challenge, which was incredible, so much fun to do. And when you beat the Jordan Challenge, you unlock the ability to play a game mode where you get to play as young Michael Jordan and choose what team you play on, and you get to play through Michael Jordan's career, as well as create a legend, which seems to be a very popular game mode that people want back. My point being that 2K executed on their Michael Jordan theme very well. And the gameplay looked very different from NBA 2K10. I'm talking like a whole new game, because y'all know sometimes every now and again we'll get a 2K that isn't very different from the previous one, but this one was like, just looking at it, you could tell, I'm talking like new engine different. And who can forget those commercials with D Rose, Rondo, Iggy, Josh Smith, and David Lee all roasting each other while playing a game that we were still waiting a month to play? They also dropped a trailer showing off the changes to the ISO motion and the shooting stick, which in my humble opinion was very needed, because 2K10's dribbling, while we were playing it, I didn't really think, like, oh, this needs a revamp. But looking back, 2K10's dribbling was kind of garbo. And of course, the two biggest selling points got their own separate trailers: the new and improved My Player and the return of Michael Jordan, of course. My Player added the ability to get endorsements like magazine covers, shoe deals, the 2K case, basically all the endorsements that are in 2K now, they stemmed from NBA 2K11. And you got those endorsements by increasing your popularity, by answering questions from the media. And I won't lie, I'm a sucker for a dialogue tree that actually affects something. 2K still uses a version of that with the post-game interviews. If you answer all the questions in like a generic team first response, of course that would help your team chemistry, but it'll take you longer to get like more popular and build up the fans you need to get those endorsements. But putting out hella trailers isn't what made the hype for this game so high. It was what was actually in the trailers. These days, not only do we not get trailers until like a week from launch, they also don't show anything in the trailers that they show. So say NBA 2K announces that 2K20 will be dropping on September 7th of this year, right? We won't be getting a trailer until about August 15th or something like that. And it'll just be a momentous trailer of some nice little slow-mo shots of players doing random things like diving for the ball or playing defense in front of each other or something. But they're not going to mention any new modes or features or anything. Just 2 minutes of animations and rigged gameplay. That's a 2K trailer for your ass these days. In my opinion, I say the closest 2K in hype to 2K11 was NBA 2K18, which is why the hate for that game is so high. I know y'all remember the event they had in like New York. They invited hella YouTubers and just influencers, and they had this huge event. And then they did the premiere of the neighborhood, and they dropped the trailer live, and everybody in the building, as well as us watching at home, we collectively lost our bloody minds. It was a new day. It was the greatest 2K we had ever seen. But we all know how that ended. But going back to NBA 2K11, the time between the first trailer drop and the release of the game literally took forever to me. I remember thinking to myself as a kid, if I start going to sleep earlier, then the days will pass faster, which in hindsight is really some 2K crackhead ish. Like, I was really on some crazy ish, bro. I was also nearing the end of my time on crutches from a knee surgery I had from baseball in the summer. So literally all I had to do was game. I couldn't play sports. I was just sitting in the house playing Call of Duty and 2K10. I even started saving my vending machine money and started putting it towards my NBA 2K11 pre-order because, you know, who needs food when you're going to be playing the greatest basketball game of all time in less than a month, am I right? I even have proof that this story is true, and I was really this obsessed with this game at that time of my life in another video called How NBA 2K11 Almost Ruined My Life. Make sure you click on that at the end of this video. But that's all I got for y'all today, man. Make sure you leave a like on the video if you enjoyed. Let me know what you think down below. In your opinion, what is the most hyped NBA 2K ever? And what's your favorite one? Make sure you let me know down below in the comments. But as always, I'm D Brown Shinhan, and I'm up out of here.